on, you. I do, it stinks. Quit messing around and come ring the chime.
Have you had a chance to look for the missing stags, my friend?
We have not yet found all of your creatures. We will continue to look.
Incomplete. Pity.
Oh, shush. That is a very considerate update, and your perspicacity is appreciated.
Perseverance.
Will you please stop being such a perfectionist?
No.
Which aspect is he, then?
Oh, my perfectionism. I really shouldn't let him get to me. He's just so disconcertingly economical with his prose, you know? So laconic. One might even say terse.
Fewer words, greater impact.
I like this one.
I thought you might. Well, you've met them all now. I'm so very sorry. Please don't judge me too harshly, Master Kratos.
Leaving.
Please come back anytime.
Here.
Yeah, moving along to other things now.
Wise beyond its years, this one. You can see it in its eyes. All of the little ones are now safely settled in their new home. You have my gratitude.
Thorough job. My respect.
You sought the dragon's offspring. Why?
Ah, to alleviate my heart-rending loneliness, of course.
Oh, that was awfully forthcoming of you.
I normally wouldn't be so candid, but it appears that Squirrel has learned a thing or two from you about, what was it? Not caring about how others perceive you? So I will permit you this one glimpse of my weakness.
To require others is not a weakness.
My goodness, I had not expected such emotional intelligence from one of your girth.
I do not care.
Oh, well, this was a delightful conversation.
I scouted ahead. The lake's crawling with raiders. Be careful.
Did you know Garm? How was he locked up to begin with?
Ah, Hell's Feral Sentinel. Believe it or not, Midgard was once bigger. Until Gar, then just a wee pup, got peckish.
He ate Midgard?
Only a few mountain ranges. And the 5th season that comes after winter but before spring. And the worst is the feeling when you get so hungry, you stop being hungry.
You're messing with me.
I would never.
I can't believe Baldur's Dragon is still here. It looks like it landed only yesterday.
Aye, Cole preserved it. You've come quite a way since then, lad.
Thanks. So, Mimir, how did they capture Garm in the first place?
That was Tyr's doing. He lured the beast somewhere safe and kept it distracted by lending his own arm to be gently chewed. Once the chains were on and the gate to Helheim was opened, Garm bit Tyr's arm clean off in retribution.
But Tyr's not missing an arm.
Well, it grew back, eventually. He is a very resourceful god, after all.
God. Weird I miss using this place.
How so?
I don't know. It was a place we could depend on. Just reminds me of a time before everything changed.
Everything changes. Always. Even when you cannot see it.
Well said, brother.
Yaffa! It's sad the lake freezing over broke the realm travel table.
It is just a table.
I know. Being able to use the gateways to realm travel is way more convenient. But, I don't know. The tree roots spreading, flowers wilting and regrowing, the light show with the crystals. It really was something to see.
It was.
Am I right in getting the sense you've actually gotten to know Thor's daughter somewhat?
Yeah, dude's great. Wants to be a Valkyrie one day. And she deserves to be. Of course, I told her all about the Valkyries we faced, but I'm not sure how much she believes me. It didn't go great when I tried to tell her stories about her grandfather, though.
Anyone can have a blind spot when it comes to family. Some only learn the truth in the hardest way.
Father, look out! I think that's their leader! Jump him!
lad. It's Trude who you meant when you asked about Viking.
Through? No. I mean, I wasn't asking about anyone specific. And, well, Skilder likes through. But she's only interested in becoming a Valkyrie. She's focused, you know?
Oh, very well, lad. Very well. Just hope you know if you ever need to review anything we've discussed.
I know. It's good. I'm fine. Now that I've spent time in Asgard, it's strange to imagine Magni and Modi there. Sif raised them both, right? She seems like a good mom. Maybe a little overprotective.
A good mother. Not as if I knew. In a culture as debaucherous as the Aesir, being a paragon of womanhood meant being a fierce fighter and a fiercer drinker. She and Thor seldom knew a moment's sobriety, whether brutally dealing with their enemies or, just as brutally, raising those boys.
What do you mean?
Oh, little brother. I know you didn't have an easy childhood, but you can't fathom how much worse it can get. Imagine learning discipline by having thrashed into you time and again. That was Thor's approach, the same one Odin used on him. A poisonous notion of manhood passed down through generations. A grim inheritance, leaving all of them the poorer.
Well, Sif doesn't drink anymore. Neither of them do.
I am quietly flabbergasted to hear it.
I get the sense it's more recent for him. But I know he loves his daughter.
I expect that's the explanation.
Let this wait. Stay alert.
An abandoned camp.
Whoever was here left long ago.
What is it?
A list of provisions needed to prepare a meal.
A recipe? Who left that way out here?
We should take a look at the ingredients. Maybe the recipe will lead us to them. Yoko. Same ones in that recipe you found?
I imagine we might find one of those ingredients around here.
Yeah.
Ah, I knew I recognized those initials. The Ballad of Yari and Somar.
Yari and Somer?
An old tale, but a good one nonetheless. The carving marks their passage through this realm. We could always try and find the others if you're curious.
Alco. Mimir, why doesn't Thor look like he did in that statue we saw in the lake? Back when it was still a lake.
It did at first. Then Thor saw it. The second sculptor was a great deal more complimentary.
Guess that explains why Odin's statue doesn't quite look like him either.
Lad, I've been trying to envision how Thor and Sif came to be such better parents to Thrud than they were to Magni and Modi. Here's how I imagine it. Sif goes straight in hopes that raising a good daughter will redeem their past failures. Thor struggles. Maybe she gives him an ultimatum after some breaking point or other.
Like what he did to Modi, that night he found her.
Oh, that's a deft guess, lad. And if that ultimatum worked, well, good for them. Truly.
Mimir, when I was in Asgard, I saw Odin do something to some new Einherjar. He seemed kind of mindless until he cast a spell that restored their identity.
Aye, that was his habit, even when they were confined to Valhalla. I think letting them remember themselves was another small way of cheating death any way he could. Though I wouldn't be surprised if with that small gift of autonomy, he also embeds an undying personal loyalty to himself.
Mimir, not sure to ask this. There's stories Odin told me, like how he lost his eye, where the details are different from stories you've told me. And I trust you, of course, but they don't seem like things he'd have a reason to lie about either.
One thing to remember about liars, lad. They lie. They do it on principle. No issue too big or too small. They lie about anything they can get away with and some things that they can't, just to demonstrate their power over reality. You must always bear that in mind. Give yourself an opening. Don't waste it.
Behind you! It's coming!
Close in! Attack! Close in! Attack!
This spring! Now's our chance! Nicely done! Keep on it! Help them! Nicely done! Keep on it! Help them! Finally! Looks like we can finish it off!
Brother, I've been meaning to ask. Your homeland. I'd heard the gods there wielded every flavor of power you could imagine. Lightning, fire, the whole lot.
As did I, for many years.
Whoa. Any chance you could recall some of that magic?
No, I have tried.
Freya said magic is bound to the earth. When your homeland died, the powers probably went with it.
Well, probably for the best. Let the past stay in the past and all that. That relic. Do you suppose it's the one we read about? Some... to counteract a sleeping curse. Sparky Lee!
How come?
Did I ever tell the two of you how I made a small fortune in Asgard? Once, Balder arranged for every archer in the city to open fire on him. We took bets on how many arrows could be lodged in his body until the sheer weight of them made him fall down. Ha!
That's awful.
Oh, no. He was laughing the whole time. And mine was the closest guess. 446 arrows exactly.
That's horrible. You better not tell that story in front of Freya.
Yes, lad. Because I've suddenly taken leave of my senses.
Just saying. It's calling more wind! Got him!
Oh!